It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Look at Glenn. You know what Glenn says?
What?
He says, the only reason I'm still here is because of my height. I says, yeah. And you shrunk an inch, so, Welcome. What is today? Wednesday. It's a beautiful Wednesday in beautiful Boca Raton at the brand new AMP 2 Studios. Don't name it today.
As my people say, mazel tov to you.
Your people say that?
My people say mazel tov, yes.
What does that mean? I always thought that was spaghetti.
Mazel tov.
Yeah,
It's like congratulations. I think it's the most appropriate fitting name and also the cheapest. Because AMP 2 Studios is a whole lot shorter than New Dawn Media Studios.
You just ruined a good feel.
No, I think AMP 2 Studios,
Never
you know what?
mind.
Wait, I took the TV off. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Why I took the TV off? Because it's more than a TV studio. It's studios. We've got art studios, we've got photography studios, we've got podcasting studios.
Do you
we've
see
got
this?
TV studios.
If you take off the TV, you destroy the logo. I can't use it.
Why can't you?
Because this is trademark
You
now.
can still trademark it. So we'll change it. When the sign
You
gets...
have to put the TV.
Why?
Because that's... Do they call you DAW or DAWN?
Fine, I'll add the TV. When he sends us the logo, I'll add the TV
Time
to
to put the
it.
TV in it, damn it.
We had this whole conversation about the
help
TV
me
versus
here,
not
Teddy.
the... She did, and she said no studio ever says TV. NBC doesn't say
Thank you,
NBC
Teddy.
TV.
Yes, they do. NBC Network is called.
Okay,
Television
but it doesn't
Network.
say TV.
NBC is the National Broadcast
Broadcasting.
Television.
No, there's no T in it.
National Broadcast Television when you go to the
NBC.
company. Yeah, because company. Ay.
CBS.
But I'm not. My name is Amp Square TV.
Squared.
Yes, Amp 2 TV. It has to have TV.
All right, we'll add the TV to it.
Thank you. I'll pay for the two.
TV like the TM.
Yeah, subject to change.
You know, that's kind of cute. What if we put the little TV, like a little speaker or something? Amp 2 and a little speaker. That'd be
Subject
really
to change,
cool.
but I'm still liking the AMP 2 Studios because it opens up to a whole other venue other than TV. But we'll talk about that. Lots coming on.
I'm afraid to ask Teach here because I know
It's
you've been talking to
studios.
her. And no TV?
No, it's AMP Productions
Square?
or
But
AMP
my name
Square
is-
Studios, but it's studios. So it's like Tyler Perry just opened a beautiful one.
I saw
It's not called
Atlanta.
Tyler Perry TV. It's studios because he does multiple things across
But they don't
the
call
genre.
him Ty. They call him Tyler.
They call him Medea.
But they do the whole name. Jen, what is your full name? Jennifer?
Jennifer.
And they call you Jen?
Yeah.
They ever call you Jay?
Sometimes
So if you were to put it in lights, would you put J Studios?
Well, look at J-Lo.
I might. J
Oh my God,
Studios
this-
sounds hot. I like it.
Kind of sounds hot. It's
Yeah.
a whole studio concept because we're opening up to so many new studio possibilities. I've talked to the whole crew about it. And
Plus, I think in this day and age, like studios encompasses so much. TV is just like, oh, they do TV. So the name.
come on, Teach and I came matching today. We didn't
did.
even know it.
I'm not going to say anything more. Welcome
But
to
I'm really
the Unknown
excited.
Studio.
No, it's
Studios.
AMP 2 Studios. I
No
cannot
Name
wait.
Studio. What are we, No Name Studio?
Do you remember 2 years ago when we moved into the gallery, I promised you one day your name would be on a building?
Yeah, but my name is an Amp too.
What is
It's
it?
Amp 2 TV.
All right, we'll put TV on for you.
I'm just, I'm a traditionalist.
I say, but you could do AMP 2 TV Studios. You got to get that studios on there.
Yeah, you could put Amp 2 TV Studios.
I just
don't
added,
mind
like,
that.
so much more
But
money
I
onto
like
the
what
sign.
Teddy said, that little, maybe like a little TV thing, like a little speaker.
Okay. We'll figure that all out. But I'm
Anyway,
excited.
welcome,
you know why
welcome,
else I'm
welcome.
excited? Because there were no choices. The lettering has to be X, the color has to be Y, and all we have to do is come up with a name. Sometimes too many choices is not so good.
Yeah.
Because then you can do anything. And I don't need choices on everything. I don't have choices with the chandeliers. I don't need choices on what the lettering looks like. So it makes it quick, simple, and easy. But congratulations. It was a promise
Thank you
I
very
promised
much.
you 2 years ago, and it is coming to be.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Awful
much.
tough. And onward with our wonderful Wednesday. We've got a lot going on. A big announcement next Friday, the 20th, is going to be our holiday headshot event at the Brooklyn Cafe AMP2 Studios. So coming out from 11 to 2, Danielle Boujon Photography is donating her services for the day to do a holiday headshot. For anyone that is in affiliation with AMP2, New Dawn Media, and the cafe, it is her way to give back and say thank you. She said, not even a toy for tots. If you want to bring them, great. If not, it's just a big give back, networking, Moby popping event.
Sure.
I wanted to do Toy for Tots.
You can do that.
In 15 minutes, I had one meeting, you had 12, I missed all of this.
Yes. We can do Toys for Tots, but it's a little close to Christmas, I think, the 20th for Toys for Tots.
I
11 to 2.
I think that if you're going to do a Toys for Tots, bring at least 2 toys because we're running out of time.
All right, so bring 2 toys and we'll do that as well. And I want to bring Moby Pop into it. Let's make it like an expo event. Let's
Yeah.
bring everyone to bring their happenings. We'll talk to Jordana. She can bring her things. Anyone else that's a vendor, we can bring in Tracy, let her set up a vendor, and just make it a whole big holiday
That'll be
event.
fun. Like
right?
a holiday bazaar.
A holiday bazaar during the day. So
I'm
kind
in
of
for
like a lunch
bazaar.
bazaar. You are so in for bazaar.
Hector's laughing at that one. Did you hear, talking about toys, Toys R Us is coming back.
Yes.
That's what you said.
Did you hear that?
Have
Yes.
they restructured
I'm gonna
and
be-
reorganized?
They are opening a brick and mortar store, and I think the first one's in New Jersey, that they are reopening all these stores
But they're
again.
bringing one here to Florida, to Boca.
Awesome.
I'm going to be the first one online. I'm
I
going to
was
sleep there
sad
for a
when
week.
they were closing those stores because
Me
I
too.
had such good times with my sons, like walking through the aisles, picking out stuff. They loved it.
We love going, and I love doing it. And for Hanukkah, because, you know, Christmas Santa comes, so the kids don't have a choice. For Hanukkah, it's your parents and it's your family. So we would go through the Toys R Us book,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
would circle what they wanted because they knew they would get what they got it. Christmas is a whole nother level because you got to get the information to Santa. So that's different than Hanukkah.
You have to have it mailed to him. There needs
Exactly,
to be a
that's right.
list. Yes.
I'm excited about what I'm going to wear next Friday. I hope it's cold so I can wear like a long sleeve
Why?
red
What's
dress.
going on Friday?
Really? Next Friday, Teach, what are we doing here?
It's the Brooklyn Cafe Holiday Bazaar from 11 to 2. Miss Danielle Boujon will be giving away free beautiful
Oh, we having a
portraits.
party?
Yeah.
Oh, we're having a party. You didn't say that.
We're having a party.
Oh.
Good?
Did you guys know next Friday we're having a party? Yes. You did? You knew and you didn't
You
tell
know
me?
why?
I think me
They
and you were
listen to the
here.
show.
We had a pre-production meeting when you were in another meeting. And we got it all figured out. So that's what's happening next
You know what I
Friday.
love about my view? I got a bunch of producers out there and they're all walking around looking for a screwdriver.
No, they're standing around thinking it's going to fall from the heavens and land at their feet is what I think
It's
they're
so
waiting
hilarious.
for. It's
What-
you've
I
never
gave it
seen.
to them.
With this view, you've got Hector,
How you
Dimitri,
doing?
and Glenn.
How we doing? We're doing all right? We're doing good? You good?
Give us a call. Our phone lines are open, 888-994-4995. We're going
Where's
to
my
make this a whole
curtains?
vendor event for next Friday. So if you are a client, a sponsor, anything affiliated with
On
the
the wall.
Brooklyn Cafe TV, such as Moby Pop, bring a table, let's set up your event, and let's make a holiday bazaar, right?
Fun.
But wait
Yeah.
a minute, I have big news.
Okay.
I heard somebody just got a new place right down the street. Did we talk about that already?
Well, we haven't really officially talked about it.
I hope I didn't miss the memo. But I heard big news.
Well, we've got Jen G, our Moby Pop. Moby Pop, does your business Moby Pop, is with us today, and you've got some exciting news.
We do. So we
Right.
just moved offices because we overgrew our last office. So we got this beautiful office space, and we're right down the road, so we're neighbors. So
excited.
Yeah, we're really close, actually. I was
It's
like-
really close, right?
Yeah.
Right on Dixie.
We
and-
could almost walk.
Oh, yeah. I know.
It's really close.
And there's that cafe that's sort of in the middle that I haven't been to on 20th.
Right, right.
So we got to check that out. There's
Oh,
some thrift
yeah.
stores. We've got some shopping happening in there. Tell us about the new space.
New space is beautiful. So it's a combination. It'll be a place where obviously my offices are, but we're also going to do networking events there, and we're going to be doing trainings. And it's not just a MobiPop training, it's trainings on how best to grow your business, best business practices. So we'll be bringing in a bunch of speakers who have a variety of knowledge on how best to grow your business, not just here in South Florida, but all over the country.
So you've got a conference room, you've got different areas, and you're
Yeah.
going to be setting and doing all your distribution from there.
We'll be we'll be doing our distribution. So we have a lot of merchandise. I moved merchandise yesterday. My husband was like, when is there going to be a MobiPop warehouse? We're getting to the point that we might need a MobiPop warehouse. So we moved all our merch in, and
I can't wait to see it.
we're painting. This is the stage we're in right now. So I'm painting. That's what's happening.
You're painting?
Yes.
Can I sell tickets?
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to watch you
You're
paint.
painting, I'm
You
impressed.
actually painting?
Yeah.
You're getting on a ladder with a
Yeah.
brush? Really?
Yeah, I did last night. I did all the blue tape because I tape like crazy, and we picked
When are you painting?
tonight and
What time?
tomorrow before my show.
I need a crew tonight. I need a night crew.
I thought you were going to volunteer.
You gonna come watch?
I'm gonna be there. Yeah, I'm gonna take a crew. We're gonna paint. We're gonna tape her painting. Have a
Yeah.
paint party.
Should have a paint party.
You ever had a paint party?
Everybody could put their hands in the paint and put their finger.
I
Don't-
did that at my dad's office when we painted it. I had all the patients and everyone. We did that.
Oh, that's fun.
And 'cause he was a pediatrician, and we put all the kids' hands all over the front wall.
And you left it like that
Yeah.
forever?
Till we moved out. Absolutely.
That's
Really?
fun. Every
Yes.
kid could go and visit their.
You know, we could do that here.
No.
Oh, wait, yes.
No.
But think about it. Envision. Like the Chinese theater with the stars on the floor.
Yes.
No.
All of our clients and sponsors, they put a hand on the wall.
And
black,
sign it.
And sign it.
That's
Yep.
not very.
Why not?
What?
Cause that's
Teddy.
been done.
You
Fernando.
could have a gallery of
On the
VIPs.
outside of the garage door.
Yeah, we could do it in the next building over.
No, because that way it'd be like an outside wall that people can take a picture on. 'Cause
Yes.
Here, it might clash with some.
It clashes everywhere.
We could do black.
But on the outside of the garage
No, but-
door, it would be nice.
Teddy's right.
Plants around
You
it.
you have
We're not
so
allowed to
many
do that.
different photo op places here.
Yes.
You figure out a way. Even
No.
if you get like a huge canvas and stand
That
it up.
I'll do. A
And then-
canvas.
That we can
We
do.
one of the moving walls. We can do it on
Yes.
the back of one moving
A
wall.
moving
There
wall.
you go. That one also. So when we get a moving wall, you can put your hands all over it.
Why do I say yes and you say no? You and I don't know how we even work together.
You
We've
know-
got all these different visions. I open the blinds, he closes them. He takes out the coffee, I put it under the cabinet. We do this all day long till we exhaust each other and leave, right? I left the diffuser on, I blew the breaker. He looked at me like, yeah, that happened too.
Right.
Remember what was there?
Your bridge was there.
It's now one step closer to the door out because they don't like it. The only one likes is me. So
We
now
love
they
it.
put it in the
other
next
room,
wall.
yeah.
But it ties the whole room together.
But
So
it's
she-
the entrance for you.
She
So
she tells me that she wants to have elegance, a la the chandeliers that
love
took
'em.
16 hours to put up.
They did.
And the guy says, if I had known that I was putting one of these up, I would not have come. That you have two, I really gotta love you guys. And you know how we
look
met this guy?
beautiful,
I was telling her the story.
Oh my God, this is shit. So she says to me, it can't clash. It's got to look nice, right? Okay, so I've been trying to keep that in my head because there's no clashier guy than me. I mean, I put beer bottles on the wall if you want.
It's
But
called
she said-
warehouse chic.
She said it has to be warehouse chic.
Warehouse
Handprints aren't warehouse chic.
Warehouse chic. We do
Yeah.
it in gold.
Yeah.
there's so much you could do with that, though.
Right?
With the, yeah.
I'm thinking we got lots of things to do.
Oh, I'll do 'em in
Amp 2
gold.
Studios.
All right.
Anyway, we got a lot to do. A lot
This is
going
why you
on
don't
here.
like us to talk together.
I can see that
We even came
because
matching today. That's even scarier.
it's even scary.
But I'm so excited for MobiPop because your platform, when I was putting the post up today, it has grown so much from when we first met and the inception
Yeah.
of MobiPop that let's share with everyone what it really is. It's more than a digital marketing platform. It's so much more.
We're really, honestly, at the core, where the way that businesses change how they engage and communicate with their customers through SMS texting campaigns. So when you want to do a campaign, right, you can do an email campaign that has like a 25% open rate. If you want to engage where your customers are, SMS texting, you offer a great service, a great product, a great holiday discount, and you get everyone who's in your customer base, you send them out, immediately you'll know who opened it, who engaged, who clicked on the landing page, where then people can redeem coupons, offers, sign up right for events right through the page. I mean, the stuff that we now have going on, it's grown tremendously.
Well, here's the big question that I love Moby Pop so much. Not only do they send us the bill and it automatically gets paid for, it's one less thing I have to worry about, which is huge. When people say, I don't have time for social media, I don't have time to do my posting. We've got clients that don't even have a picture up on their banner on Facebook and wonder why they don't grow.
Right.
With Moby Pop, we don't have to worry about that as the client.
Right. So, no, we do everything for you. It's truly white glove service. And I tell you, this was what speaks to the beauty of having a media outlet like this and having a product like Moby Pop. So last week on my Gen G show, this is the media outlet piece of it, we had Joy Nash on, and she talked all about fitness. The Moby Pop piece is we put up on the screen her short code and keyword to get to her card. She's gotten clients out of that now because people put that right in. She texted me this morning. She was so excited. So people put that right in and put in Joy, 55312, and then they put in Joy. They went to her card. She's getting all these holiday gift certificate requests.
That's remarkable.
Yeah.
That's a new thing right now is gift certificates. Those little cards and stuff. Everybody's doing that. I also, we have the flexibility of doing shows here at the studio or at the radio station, and I was going to ask Jen to do it here tomorrow for different reasons, but I forgot to tell you.
Yes.
You did a show at the radio station last week. We got a client for you.
Awesome.
You know who it is. I can't say on the air, but it is a big restaurant business.
I'm
and
all
they
about it.
and they want to talk to you tomorrow. So we're going to do it over there. So you're
yeah,
going to
okay.
be shocked as to who it is.
I love it. Yeah.
But he says that
We're
he wants to get
perfect
it
for restaurants.
for his employees and things. And he doesn't know half of the things that you can offer him, but it's pretty cool. That's what I forgot to tell Jen.
And
Yeah.
if the whole piece now, like everybody thinks you have to be these huge companies to be able to do mobile marketing in this way. You don't. Like we're so reasonably priced and we do it all for you. We will sit with you and do the next 6 months of your campaigns based on how many times you want to send out your SMS campaign. We do it all. We talk about it. We show you the preview of it. You'll see your first one. Anything you want to tweak, we add, we change, it's always about the client.
And you got a butler or a maid working for you
Yeah.
in your page. I don't know what to call it.
White glove service?
Yeah, because they tell you, do you want this or you want
that
that?
idea.
Like
You
a
want-
guru?
Is that what it is? A guru. Not only do they do the work, they give you suggestions and they go, not so much, Freddie. That's kind of wacky. Do it this way,
Right.
which is really cool. You also had Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff. What's Jeff's last name?
Greenberg.
Greenberg.
Jeff the cowbell man is what
That's
I call
right.
him. And he put the lettering up for us here.
I know, looks
He
He
did a nice job,
landed
right?
the contract at WNN.
Yay!
I got him over there. He's doing some
Which
stuff in
highly
there.
recommend him, by the way. I mean, he's done a phenomenal job.
He
for
does,
sure.
and he's starting out, from Canada and all that Canadian stuff.
promo stuff for you.
But they do everything.
They do everything.
And that's what's so great about Moby Pop is not only do you do all the social media, all the digital marketing, the SMS campaign, so you can focus on your business because the only thing you're good at is your business.
Right.
And once you leave your purpose and your mission, your business stops growing. So you take care of that, but you also network everyone.
Right,
So if
absolutely.
you got a guy, it kind of started with I got a guy.
It all
and
started with, I
grew,
got a
and
guy.
it grew
I
from
remember that.
Right?
That was
Do
like
you
2
remember?
years ago.
That's what I remember when I see Jen. I got a guy. Like I need an electrician. I got a guy. I got a guy. I got a guy. I got another guy. And that's the way it grew, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
how you made this thing go and grow. So everything is set now on the Moby Pop side. Everything's good. You're ready to push it out and everything else.
Our Moby Pop, it's mobypop.co. It's up, it's running. We have one commercial, that's our main commercial. We just had an explainer one done. I think I'm going to show it tonight on the show, or tomorrow night, not on tonight. I should be, 2 nights. So tomorrow night on the show, with the creators going to be on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be really good.
And the piece that Hector put together, is that going to be in every box?
Yes. Oh, they came out so good. I should have brought one, but I didn't
Will we
to
get it
that
in our
offer.
box?
Yes. So I want
I
to.
have not seen a
All right,
box.
it's-
Where's your box? You got a box? I ain't got
coming.
no box.
It's coming.
No,
it's all
it's-
been
I wanna
approved.
I
see a
have all your
box.
stuff is done. It's in my office, and I'm putting together.
It's
this
in the
stuff.
new office?
It's in the old. I'm in 2 offices right now, so it's in. I didn't want to bring it in the new office because we're painting, and I didn't want it to have like your Moby Pop box to have paint all over it because it could go that way.
I have another 1,000 feet of warehouse here. You can bring all your boxes. We can distribute from here. I would like to be the distributorshipness.
I love it.
You can film it as you go along.
Come and get your pop.
I have a very important question. It kind of kept me up the other night. Is your Moby Pop vinyl going to be in the colors of Moby Pop?
Yes.
Okay. because I was getting a little anxious because I wasn't sure how they line up the vinyl in different colors to get you that look.
Yes.
But that's what I'm thinking on the purple wall, right, with your logo.
Oh, you mean those rainbow colors?
Yes, that kept me up the other night. I was
But
thinking
how's
about
that going to work with a background in purple, though?
So, well, because it's going to be on, it's going to be on a glass window.
Ah,
So
gotcha.
it's a big
That'll work.
glass window thing. And then on the other wall, we have Hector's pictograph that he did for us. And if you go on MobiPop Facebook page, you can see it, what Hector did. He animated it, and it's up. It's been getting rave reviews. So go to MobiPop Marketing Facebook, and you can watch
We
it.
should actually frame it and put it on the wall. How big is it?
I'm getting his framed, and it's going to be pretty sizable because it's taking
Bigger
up
than
a
that?
whole wall. It might be like maybe the size of that picture.
Wow.
It's going to be big, and it's put on glass.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Now, you came up with a great idea to put a frame around that. Can we
Okay.
do that?
She could, sure.
Now you have me wanting to do it.
Okay.
What do you mean? Sure.
Sure,
You
that's
didn't
easy.
plan on doing it. You just teased me. Look, Freddie, how you like it? No.
By the way, Michael, the Mirror Man,
Remember Michael?
Mirror Man
Yeah.
says he agrees with the whole idea of the handprints. He said it's going to be like,
Hey, Michael, I put
knows.
my handprint
Yeah.
on your face.
Hi, Michael.
yeah, he
Michael,
said it's a great idea.
the day you
He
bring
said it's like Planet Hollywood. Yes,
He's
all
right.
in.
the day you bring the mirror man here, and we do the mirror. Why don't we ask Michael to come? We're having a party on Friday.
Yes, next Friday.
Friday.
Next Friday. Why don't you come and we shall discuss the handprinting?
I
It'll be
think
like
that's
Planet Hollywood.
another great space to have pictures. So many picture ops here that's just another great space for people.
Yeah, but
to
I got to
picture.
dress it up.
We're going to dress it
Yeah,
all.
dress
Have I
it
let
up.
you down yet? AM2 TV Studios, have I let you down?
M2 TV Studios. I kind of like that. But I mean, I don't have a problem with the handprints, but to keep them permanent after all the painting, it's agonizing. You paint
No,
them.
but
not
Teddy
handprints.
came up with a great idea.
Put on a canvas.
I don't listen to Teddy. Teddy threw me under
Or
the
a
bus.
movable wall.
And then you can
movable
just
wall.
keep adding panels as you add more people.
We were gonna do the movable walls for Dante anyway.
Yeah, for the
we're gonna
art.
put the movable walls for the art.
Put it on either side of it.
We just got to get a handyman. And Danielle Boujon just sent us two. So just when
Two
you
what?
put-
Two
handyman.
hands?
2 hands, yes. The handyman.
I got the guys. The guys built anything and everything. What are they having problems with now in hanging
Or
the
Teddy
curtains?
built anything and
I
everything.
gotta know. Wait a minute. I gotta know. What are they having a problem? They can't find.
Look at her face.
They can't
I
find
know.
the thing that
We
holds
have
the
to get a
pipe.
third camera on Teddy.
The pipes were 8 feet long. Remember when we put them at the gallery? They were real long, so they couldn't figure out how to make it smaller.
We were hanging a screw and Glenn wanted to hammer the screw.
Yeah, he's gonna hammer a screw,
You-
and so they don't know how to reduce the pipe. So I say, look, you take out one, you take out the other. Even the girl here in the front says, no, they won't fit. They fit right in. Go down to 4 feet.
And there you have it.
That's
What it's
why.
like to put a studio
Teddy,
together.
you don't play poker, right?
No.
You can see why I'm bad at it.
That's why we need another camera on Teddy.
My son is coming. We should have a card game. You know,
Friday I would play poker with him.
he's good. Freddie will act like he's bad. Oh my God. I have a poker table for the I have the chips and
Bring it
everything.
next Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
Cigars
That'd
too?
be fun.
Little
I don't
brandy?
know about cigars.
Not to light.
Okay.
I'll bring rubber cigars.
Or
That's
candy
fine.
cigars.
As long as if we light them, I'm opening up the bay door, and you hate it when I do
How did
that.
I know you were gonna say that?
Candy cigars?
Candy cigars.
Well, I love the way Jen gets Comcast to her door. Earrings off, I go shoes off, we're good. You don't want to mess with Jen because MobiPop is a force to be reckoned with. It is a tremendous, powerful networking opportunity. I use it now. I very rarely have my cards with me because I'm always changing purses. I just text it right to everybody. There's no excuse now. They have the information.
They have
It
it.
is so simple. It's just updating what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
We have our new address on. I'm thinking maybe we put some new pictures of the space
Yeah.
and evolution. We can add videos. Our show airs live on it.
Did you change the address? Because I keep getting texts telling me
Yes.
the address.
The address has been changed.
I says, I don't know.
I changed it myself.
Yes,
so.
the address
That's
has
why.
been changed.
We didn't even go to like the people who work for us right
Oh,
at the
you know,
top.
now that I have you in the building, how long do I have you till?
Like 10 to 1.
Okay. Your Facebook page, I want to admin so we can do your show on your Facebook page.
Right.
So do you think we can do that today?
Yeah.
It takes all of 5 seconds.
Well, we tried to do it at the studio and it didn't work.
We're going to do it.
On the phone
No, we're going to do it on that computer.
in the middle of the show.
In the middle, at the end? That's the way I roll, baby.
At the end of the show.
I just roll like that. Or I could do it on that. There's 6 computers in this place.
We'll work it out.
And you're going to start doing your own Moby Popping events because you're all over the
We
place
are.
at events.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you're
And
now going to bring everything in-house?
we'd like to start doing networking events in-house to offer another opportunity. Because I'm at so many different events, I hear a lot that there's some holes on some nights in networking, and people are really hungry to find where you can network on Monday nights or Friday nights or Saturday afternoons. Like, I thought most people would think, no, there's so many network events in South Florida, which
Yeah.
there are. But every time I talk to people at the stable events that I go to, they said, what about, Wednesday night? What about Monday night?
But the difference with what you do is if a person has a business, right? And let's say that all 2, 4, 5 of us have a business and we go to your event, they're going to learn how to promote their own business
Yeah.
to another business. Usually when you go to a networking event, you're handing out cards and you're acting like a used car salesman and you're
Yeah.
trying to get their business. Nothing about your business. And then I had a guy the other day, I gave him my card, and he threw it in the garbage while he was walking out the door. So I ran over, this happened last night. So I ran over, I take the card out of the garbage, and I said to him, let me ask you a question. If you didn't want my card, did I throw yours away? I'm sorry, I got so many. So many. So you know what people do with these cards? They throw them away. He did it right in front of me. It's ridiculous.
So that's why I think it's good to have the goal with MobiPop and to get your customers is you want to be able to promote what you do, and what you do is of value, and everybody wants to be doing something of value. So if we build your list and get people to subscribe to your list, they don't even need your card because you're engaging with them all the time.
It's like a website.
Well, that's the key to the SMS marketing. Once we get our contacts ready imported,
Yeah, you're
then we just got
done.
to take that one next step, and then we can
I
communicate.
think what
with
we're going to
everyone.
do is I'm just going to come over and I'll bring like my laptop and we'll just do it. And then that way we'll merge your lists and then we can, which I was going to start the SMS campaigns
So then we
anyway.
can put it out for next Friday at the event instead of, and we still do the layers, but it's just another layer to get it out to everybody. I know you love this song.
No, I'm
He's
listening.
numb because you love this song.
I'm doing 2 things at once. You didn't have to put it so freaking loud. But anyway, I think it's a great idea. I think that the advancement of what we're doing, I went to that thing that Lou invited me last night. I shared that with you. The advancements about what's going on. A lot of people are doing what you've been doing. People are catching up to what you do.
Yeah.
And they're using it in different platforms. I mean, you're just one person working till 4 o'clock in the morning doing stuff, right? People are beginning to see that it is more effective even texting than it is to get an email.
Yeah.
And I did that as a test because I spoke to you one night and I sent out bathroom reading, right? People open that crap.
Yep.
They open that before
But we do
anything
that.
else.
We do that for our clients. We have another client who does a whole newsletter, and every Monday morning I text it out to his entire subscriber base.
And can you see how many people are opening it?
Yeah, I can see how many people opened it. We also have a share by text. So if somebody thought it was of value for one of their friends, they can then share that to, move it forward to somebody
Interesting.
else.
That's what I want to do. I want to do that.
We're going to. We just have
I
to get
think
our
that is the
contacts
best.
in.
Oh my God. I don't
There's
even-
a video. We just have to sit down and do it.
I gotta
and
read
it
a
can't
video.
take very long.
I gotta read a video. Read
just
a
have to
video.
watch it.
Read a video. You
Jen's
watch it.
gonna
Tell me
help.
what to do.
That's what our. That's
No,
our
I think
next
I'm
step.
just going to do it.
No, you're busy. You're painting and everything.
But that's the white glove service of what this is.
I just think that there are so many different things that you can do with this platform. And then last night, I'm sitting there watching this presentation. I think with that product, you're going to hear more about that product in the future, is phenomenal. And I leaned over to Linda. I was there with Linda, and I said, that's what Gen G does. And Linda looked at me and she said, what are you talking about? Yeah, people just don't understand the business. It's that communication that you can do it hands-free. It works. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't get up. Help me, I can't get up. That company is the one that came up with this new platform, which is phenomenal.
We totally
But that's
lends
all
itself to
business is
MobiPop.
communication. I don't. It doesn't matter to me what you do. Everything about business is communication. That's it.
But also on how to deliver it. So if you deliver it, if you don't need a website anymore, I mean, you're talking about.
need a website.
I want to use it to put my AmpItUp.fm podcast on there. Did you turn butts on? He says to turn it off and then do it again. You need me
But
to
the
go in
delivery
and
is
turn?
what's so important. And what Jen does, I've never seen anyone market like Jen. You're like this quiet storm. She says nothing, but you get it done. The
X
next
that
thing you
out.
know, you're there, and
Hit the butts
boom,
button
and you've
again.
got joy, and you've got so many people,
We
and
do.
Jeff,
What's the same?
and you network everybody, and you give everyone a try because you never say. I've learned you never say no because when you say no, that's what you're going to get. Never say never. 'cause
Never,
that's the last thing. That's what you get.
You can't use those words. You always have to use all positive words. And it's been such a great, I say this all the time, this has been my favorite company to grow. The people that I've met have been tremendous. So it's definitely been my favorite company that we've grown.
I can't believe there's more room for marketing and networking.
Yeah.
I can't believe people want more networking events. We just talked about this
Yeah.
yesterday. We went, really?
Or
They want
potentially
more?
more options in this area, because when you look at the landscape of networking events, you might have a really, really great one, but it's all the way up in West Palm, and you
Yes.
know the next night you're going to be maybe going to Fort Lauderdale, but you're here in this area and you want to just do something a little local. You can zoop in, zoop out, and you're good.
You know, there's not a lot of networking events in Boca. That is one thing that's for sure. There are a
Right.
lot in West Palm. There's a lot in Delray.
Right.
I don't think there's very, because if there were, I would say, you know what, I can pop in after a show, I can go, but they're never closed.
They're not.
So I think it's a great venue.
It is. And you can do specialized networks.
Sure.
You can do big networks, small networks. You could do. It's funny because there was a whole lot of people that came in here, and one of the people that came in here said the place is too small.
Well, it's so
It
funny
is,
you say that,
but it
because
is.
I was at that event here and I looked around. I'm like, we're going to need a bigger boat. The amount of people that you draw is incredible. So I feel
But you know
you're
what?
going to need a bigger boat.
But you
soon.
know what? It's small. I don't want to be too big. I seen some other venues. They send me pictures and videos and film. That's not me.
Yeah.
That's just way too big, and I can't handle all that. So if I could fill this place up with 60 people, I'm happy with it.
Well, you easily did that on your first try.
I can't even believe when we looked at this space with you that we were going to share the space with you.
We were,
Because we
yeah.
thought, how could either one of us fill this? Fill this.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's too small. We need a
It's
bigger
not
boat.
too small. It's fabulous. It's filled though, and there's opportunities, and that's the amazing thing. If you build it, they will come,
Mm-hmm.
and we've built it, and they all come, which is just unbelievable.
Well, now-
truly, truly blessed
Did
we
you
are.
did you work with Danielle about the photography stuff?
Yes, we're going to go to commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk more with Genji and MobiPop, what's going on, how people can get in touch with you. Before we even go, how do they find you?
Just go to your text function. At the top, you put in a short code, which means short for a telephone number, and the number is 55312. And then in the message, you put in my keyword, which is POP, P-O-P, and the keyword is how we distinguish every card from themselves. So
Can't wait to see the new
Yeah.
space. Stay tuned. Contact Jen, 55312. The message is POP, and you can do the same thing for a cafe. Message is cafe. Stay tuned, and we will be right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Hi, my name is Leslie Carmen, and I'm the founder from Carmen Care Laser here in Boca Raton. We've done so many treatments. We've treated people with severe back pain, knee pain. If your pain has been there for so many years, often we just have a tendency to just believe that we're not going to get better.
I had a bad injury with my knee, my left knee, and it is amazing after just 3 treatments. And even after the first treatment, I could tell a huge difference.
We'd love to invite you to come see us and be a part of that. Thank you.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
We are back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Jen is ringing Freddie's bell because he is out in the warehouse hanging something. I'm not quite sure, but we've got wires running everywhere.
It's true.
And the beautiful thing about the warehouse now is we've run wires, so we have cameras in the warehouse, so we can now bring them in on the show. So anything that's going on in the that extra studio can now come in on the show through the platform, and we can see everything that's happening right here.
And it's quite a setup. You have DJ equipment out
Yes.
there. You'll have artwork out there. You'll have people like mingling and mixing, and it's going to be quite the hub.
It's going to be quite the hub. We just need to decorate. I think we're going to bring in a living room set. What, are you a little upset? You didn't hear the countdown?
Tom Jones is out there.
I know. Nice music choice today, Fernando, by the way.
Tom Jones, you know Tom
You're
Jones?
pulling on all his heartstrings today, is what I think.
I had to get the hooks for them to hang the curtains, but he put on Tom Jones. I ever tell you my Tom Jones story? I met him in Vegas. He bought me dinner because I lost all my money in Vegas. And I was sitting here, and the stage was here, and you know, all the women go up and bring their underwear to Tom Jones. You ever seen Tom Jones? Tom Jones, the singer.
Yeah, I know who he is.
So he's kissing the women because everybody wants to go and meet Tom Jones, and they give him a gift, the underwear. They give the underwear. So he has this dirty
not gonna
habit.
wear underwear
He
anymore.
smells the underwear and says,
Stop that! That's
what he does.
nasty. No.
That's what he does.
No.
So Tom Jones bought me dinner because I lost
No.
I lost like $3,000 in 24 hours. True story.
No.
He smells it. He goes, I know this. Oh, I know that. Okay. I swear to God, this is what he does. This is what Tom Jones and his 80-year-old butt does. So he takes a pink pair of underwear. And I was married to my ex-wife at the time, my first wife.
Were they her underwear?
No. He takes his lady's underwear, he comes over, and says, Freddie. He drops it on my plate of food. He says, now you have dessert. What a pig, huh? And I looked at him and said, really, Tom? Really?
That's a mic drop. Oh, God.
And I took the underwear off and ate the dinner. But I'm just saying, that's my Tom
My
Jones
brain goes
story.
so many places that it's not going to. How was nice?
My ex-wife was like furious. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Furious. She says, you came out here.
So we have a concert in the park actually coming up in January. We have Ian Michaels, who is an opera singer from England, who's coming over.
Not concert in the park.
Concert in the Raw. Sorry.
Music in the Raw.
Okay.
Which I don't even know what that means.
It means it's in a warehouse look, is what it is. Instead
Okay,
of
I got a
Central
different
Park.
type of music venue
Yes.
from that.
Oh, back
That's
to Tom
I looked at Jen's face. She said, "Music in the Raw,
in the
Raw.
warehouse.
Right back to
Music in the Raw.
Kind of like a
Come in
warehouse.
and wear a toga.
But
Let's have a
right,
toga
so
party."
We've got so many opportunities. I want to bring a Moby Pop networking event here.
Yeah, let's do that. That'd be
And
great.
bring in, so maybe next Friday you want to bring some clients in.
We'll bring
Let's
some
open this
people.
up to clients for everybody. Make
Having a
this
toga
whole-
party.
Yes, that's exactly.
Music in the Raw.
That's exactly what we didn't say, but yes.
Okay. This is next Friday. What are we doing? Having a party?
We're having a holiday headshot party, but let's open it up to everyone to bring their contacts. Let's make it a whole networking party.
I'll invite people,
So
absolutely.
you invite people, we can have Jordan invite people, we can have Tracy invite people.
You know what we could do? We could take a machine and project Moby Pop on the wall, like a video slide thing.
Yeah,
You
we
know
can
that
do that.
technical stuff you do.
We
You
can
actually
do some
have a
fan-
little box, don't you?
I have one, yeah. We can do
Ooh, and I got a
fancy
lot of
stuff.
walls.
Yeah, I can make this.
Oh, we
thing
could make it
crazy.
big. Ooh, I kind of like that.
We could actually turn that
Oh, we can
back
show
wall, yes.
Hector's graphic
Yes.
animated.
Yes, we'll animate it.
Yes.
We'll hang him on the wall.
If you go on my Facebook page, I posted it yesterday.
You see the Facebook page?
Moby Pop Marketing.
And when you do Moby Pop, is there a list of contacts? So if I need to find a guy to do electrical or someone to do promotions, can we access that? Or do you have a
We're
database?
writing that right now. We're writing it so you can access, because it's going to be more part of our networking piece for Moby Pop. So
You're just going to become a whole networking venue is what it is.
thought.
It's more than just a marketing platform.
It's more than
where-
even just a website.
It's
It's
a
a
whole
lot more.
networking opportunity. Everything's
It's
going to be there.
endless. Endless. Hey, Troy, if you're watching, do me a favor. Call 888-994-4995. I want to test to see if the stupid phone works. Nobody else will call me.
You just haven't shown me how to set it up yet.
What, the phone?
Yeah.
I show you.
You didn't?
When it rings, hit transfer. Just leave it there and I'll show you. It's very simple. Very simple. Call.
And try that out. But there's so much more to it.
there's a lot to do, but on the other side of it, it's so great to meet people and to be able to promote other people's businesses, which I love to do. Like, it's only so many times I could talk about Moby Pop, and I do, but other people have such great ideas. People are brilliant. Like, Tracy's brilliant with what she can do to help heal people. It's incredible to
We
me.
had to blow that up
The
big.
healing
Yeah.
and the content. It's just how do we get people the traffic driven to where we want to, and that's the whole idea behind the face-to-face, because
Right.
there's still so much importance is applied to face-to-face marketing, right? You can send out everything, but it's never the same as them coming to see you.
Which I love the meeting people, but there are now new platforms doing virtual meetings.
That's fine too.
Right. So then you get to see people and do the whole virtual meetings and things like that. But just get out there and network. That's
Let me
and
ask
even
you.
if
That's
you're
the
not
key.
sure, I'd say I was at a networking event last week, not to cut you off, I'm sorry. I met 2 young guys. They were like fresh out of college, and they said, I'm not really sure what I want to do, so I want to start going to networking events and talk to people and find out why they love what they do. And I'm thinking to myself, brilliant.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's a great idea because there's so many people like that, and it's the networking,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to the right events. And some people, I said to Ann, who's coming on the 1 o'clock hour, she said she had gone to an event with you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so out of her comfort zone. The funny thing is, you can be a coach, a speaker, but going out of your comfort zone into events is hard for some people, a lot of
Yeah.
people. I said start where it's comfortable.
I have Hector's graphic if you want to play it.
Yeah, let's put that up.
I need a TV.
We got to get the TV in here so we can see it. Just let us know when it's rolling, and then Jen can talk us through.
I see it.
So Moby Pop has a very pop art vibe, and Hector Perez did a phenomenal job on our graphic that goes in every Moby Pop box, and it just really talks about what the Moby Pop products are. And he animated it, and it starts with your short code and your keyword. He puts music to it. This whole graphic goes in every single Moby Pop box with people, and it's like a cartoon
I love
comic
this.
strip. He did such a great job. People are going crazy over this.
It really is step by step. You just put in your short code 55312, and then the message for us it's Cafe, CAFE. He did all of this.
He did all of
Hector,
this.
this piece is spectacular for the Moby box. I love that.
And it talks about how you can grow your list specifically with mobile marketing so that people can do your short code and keyword. You put that everywhere, and you will have people text it because they're interested in your service that you don't even know they texted because maybe they saw it on your car or a sign or they saw it on a storefront.
I love this.
Then you can go back and make contact with them and help them.
You know, you combine visual with audio, written, and on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
You can
That's
do
amazing.
you can do
Yeah.
all this work, and then you can add pages. You can do so many different things that
Mm-hmm.
I want to do. Because you talk about virtuality, I guess that's the video word.
Okay.
Virtual dating,
I think that's the thing already.
is it? You can't hide from virtual dating.
I think that I
think-
think it's
Is
a
that a
creepy
thing?
that
I
guys
think you
do
can,
already.
and I think it's, yeah.
No, I'm not talking about creepy thing. I'm talking about you have to have a person, they get interviewed, and then they can do the dating thing.
Oh, so you can meet people virtually.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea.
That way you can't say I'm 22 and you're really 97.
Oh, right. Or catfish.
The honesty behind it.
Oh, the kind of goldfish too. And I have hair. No, I don't have any hair. Well, I'm 6'3". I'm really 2'2". You know, things like that. That BS goes right out the window.
Right.
I
Will
love-
anybody join on that?
I don't know, but I love what you created on this video. That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
The
Hector did a
colors
great
behind
job.
it.
And I wasn't really sure of everything I wanted to do. And I said, hey, this is the thing. We have kind of like a pop art vibe. And what I want to do is take your graphic design, but marry it with our actual products. Because I didn't want what our real products look like to get cartoonized, right? And that was pretty much all I said. And he looked at me, he's like, I got it. And then like a week and a half
Cartoon.
later, I got this. And I'm just like, he sure did get it.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And it really explains everything so easily, and
What-
it's fun and visual.
What's
and
the next level? Because she's got to go. What's the next level for? Because I know your brain never stops.
Yeah, so we have something else we're working on. So we will stay tuned.
But what's going on? Is it secret stuff?
Well, here's the reason why I don't love to mention, because we're in the process of writing it, and if it keeps breaking and I can't roll it out, I have learned that on this show specifically, if
I
I
keep
mention
asking for
something
it.
a little prematurely, it gets like it's been done and tested, and we're good to go.
And I
So
haven't
wait.
forgotten. I want you to go back and figure out a way of putting it on the poll, and you go through the beam.
Yeah,
and
you have to call Google.
forget about Google.
They're the ones who control that.
Poland.
What if?
He
Yeah.
wants to do the beacon. The beacon's
Oh,
been turned
I'm
off.
glad you're in his head.
What if we had our own network to run it off of?
You would have to get onto the Amazon servers. You'd have to be able to break into them, make sure that
No, no,
Nearby
no,
was
no.
put up on every single server.
I'm talking about having our own server, backboning it, and then let them catch up if they want to come on. Then we go on that. But you can still do it on your own server.
So there is a thing called, it's the TPTC, and it's the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. And there are a lot of rules that govern around what you're able to do and what you're not able to do on mobile devices.
So if you amp in, if you agree to be on, does that take away all the problems?
So I'm not really sure in that case, but there's so many things that are permission-based that you have to make sure that people opt in. They have an ability to stop the opt-in, and if they have any questions, there's a help piece attached to it. So there's a lot of things that
they go with it?
Go into it, yeah.
So if I were to put a coupon, if you click on here and join, you get a $5 off.
Well, you can do that now on MobiPop.
On Denny's. Or, I mean, give them an opt-in, so that give them an incentive to opt-in.
Well, that's the whole thing. We give incentives to opt-in.
Then hit them with the beacon.
Right. So the beacon is a separate device, so you can't trick them. That's called bait and switch. So you can't trick them opting into one thing to get a coupon and then switch them onto another network that has shared platforms of data.
What if I beacon them here to come get a cup of coffee?
Yeah, that's...
You can't do that either?
You know, I see a lot of times I have people with signs and they twirl the signs. You
Yeah.
might want to get that guy on the side.
We can have someone standing outside and twirling the sign is what we can do.
I kind of
Yeah.
like that.
I know, you got to go. Tell everyone
to
how
go.
they can find you again.
Oh, if you go to your text message, the number is 55312. The message is POP, P-O-P, press send, and there you go. That's our whole card.
And next Friday, Jen's going to be here for our Holiday Happenings Headshot. We're going to bring MobiPop. We'll go through the whole explanation. Maybe you'll give a little talk about it. We
Absolutely.
can share that information. Everyone is welcome. All of our sponsors, all of our vendors, all of our family and friends.
Anybody
Anyone within our network, just
that
like
we
did
know. So if I
Thanksgiving.
don't know, you don't come?
Come on out. We always like to meet new people.
Pretty soon, we're going to put our shows on platforms where people, the general public, is going to be able to come in, either here or at the radio station, either or, depending on the age of the day. You come in and you'll be able to see a show. You're going to be able to see Jen's show live.
I know, I want an
in front.
audience.
Yeah, we're going to
I work
set
great
that up.
with an interactive audience. Come on in, because that would be the best.
We do it interactive. I told you,
Yes.
see that thing about dancing on the bar? What was that?
Coyote Ugly.
It's coming, baby.
Jen's all in with me. I know that.
It's coming.
Would you dance on a bar for a pair of $1,000 shoes?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Probably would have gotten away with $100.
Freddie's putting up the $1,000 shoes. Stay tuned. We're going to switch over. We've got Ann with us. We're actually speaking with Ann. We're going to talk about the energy of the week and how we deal with conflicts and actually grow from them. 888-994-4995, and we'll be right back.
Sometimes you need to shake things up a bit, to be a little adventurous, to make your meals pop. Don Pablo Coffee Growers and Roasters has that special ingredient. That little bit of adventure in a bottle to take your dinner to the next level. So take a leap and try one of Don Pablo's fresh roasted specialty coffee meat rubs on your beef, chicken, or pork. You'll never go back to boring again. Go ahead, rub it on your meat.
As we age, our stem cells decline in their ability to heal our bodies. Imagine a patch that could activate your stem cells and reset them to a younger, healthier state. No supplements, nutrients, or drugs enter your body. Activate your stem cells with this patented phototherapy. Benefits include the support of wound healing, rapid pain relief, increased energy, better sleep, reduced stress, sharper mental focus, and an overall feeling of youthful vitality. When you're at your best, you experience the world differently. Contact us at 561-929-1627. For a free consultation to help you feel your best, activate your own stem cells with this affordable patented phototherapy. Call today, 561-929-1627.
Dr. Lee of Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic with the PhD in neuroscience. Her practice in acupuncture helps hormone balancing, total relaxation, diabetes, and inflammation. For additional questions or to schedule a free consultation, call Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic at 617-817-1910. Acupuncture and Chinese herbs are very effective in treating many ailments and diseases and have been used for thousands of years in China. Call today for your free consultation at 617-817-1910.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Does your business Moby Pop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
I don't have my bell.
Because Jen was
Somebody
ringing
took
it.
my bell. And we're back.
That's fun.
Now, what happens is, ladies, we have the cowbells on the table. So that when Dawn says anything funny, or you find anything humorous, or not so humorous, you can ring your bell.
It makes me want to sing.
Do you sing?
Sometimes.
What do you sing?
Sometimes. Do you remember that old disco song? Ring my bell.
It was just playing.
Do you remember that? I do remember.
I can't
don't
believe
sing it.
I can't believe you are singing that song.
I was a disco bunny in the day.
Really?
Oh, big time.
There's a big significance in that song and ringing my bell, you know.
Is it?
Is
Freddie,
there?
keep it PG, please. Or am I assuming something that's not there?
You see, you are assuming. You are completely assuming.
What do they say? Make a of you and me? Okay.
It's assuming is as of you and me.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to our 1 o'clock hour of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We are live on a wonderful Wednesday at our new AMP2 TV studios. The sign is coming. I'm so excited. I said Mazel Tov, so Mazel Tov again. We are now named our studio AMP2 TV Studios.
I know. Amazing. It is. It's going to be surreal because it's been, 11, 12 years I've been looking for that dream. It's really strange the way things come around sometimes.
You never know what
How
God
does it
has
feel,
to offer.
Freddie?
It's like sort of hasn't hit home yet.
'Cause
When I
named
see it,
without
I
you
believe
today.
it. Huh?
I named it without you today.
Yeah. Well, that was a pleasant surprise.
It's like naming a baby on your own. But no, this is something you and I have talked about for a long time. It's something I promised you when we moved into
I
our
remember.
old
It's
space.
true that.
And now it comes to fruition. And you get the outside and the inside we create together. It's all about what we create and what God has given us and how we have filled this incredible space with so much love and hope and new opportunities and possibilities. And we continue to grow and go.
Well, when you do something that you love, it isn't work, right? And then when you do something that you love and you get to share it with people every day, because I write a new book. If I were to write a book, it'd be 10,000 pages thick.
You're up to page 7.
And I only wrote 7. But you get to meet people and what they do and how they do it and how they deliver it. I mean, even yesterday when we had Diane, or the day before, I don't even remember when she was here.
Monday.
And she gave me a whole new
We
perspective.
should talk about that today.
I think we should bring that up. She gave me a whole new perspective about hurting people's feelings and how you feel and everything else. And the example was, I said, if I say something and I hurt your feelings, it makes me feel bad. And she says, I don't care what you feel. And she's a shrink. She says,
she's gonna have to come back.
She's texting me.
She left you a scar.
She did,
No, she
because-
didn't leave me a scar. She opened my eyes to a different look. She said to me, be accountable for yourself. That you're going to tell me that you feel bad. Why? I don't care how you feel. And guess what? People who were watching that interview, she just told me that some people that we know in the business are asking her to be interviewed
Really?
for that segment. She's telling me. She says, but her heart is here and she wants to come back and do part 2. I'm never going to let her down. But it's about delivery.
I don't really care how you feel is what she said.
She says, I don't care how you feel. Accountability is her message. And it hit home today.
Because we talked about a trigger and so many things, so we'll bring that up as well. But save the date, next Friday, we are doing our Holiday Happenings headshots right here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show in conjunction with Danielle Boujon Photography and all of our friends, our sponsors, our colleagues, everyone coming out, invite some people. We're going to put maybe a little vendor booth and bring your books if you're interested in selling. I'll have Tracy from Healing Moments. Moby Pop's going to do a little event. Danielle's doing free headshots. So just come on out, let's do some networking, some vendor pop-ups, and have some fun next Friday, the 20th, from 11 until 2. We're going to be here, and you know what? Got to celebrate the holiday.
You know, if you have a business, all ladies from Fem City should come and get a headshot. And not costing them anything, just
that on there,
a 15-minute come up, take a headshot, and then they can leave if they want, or they can hang out and do some networking or what have you. But if you have a business, you are your brand. And we talked about this.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And just, I think also today, people don't realize how important that is. And everywhere you go, you are your brand. How to portray yourself, how to put yourself out there. But if you're not if you're not savvy with all of the marketing and the online stuff, that could be a little challenging, I think. But
we talked about that with Jen in the last hour, Moby Pop, why Moby Pop is so important, because it helps you do everything that you don't want to do.
You know, it's funny. Last night I went to an event. One of my hosts invited me. And Dawn has some personal issues, so I didn't even tell her about it because she has some things she had to take care of with Mom. And Mom, we hope you're feeling better. And I went to this event, and he tells me he has hopefully 60 people coming. Hopefully. And he put this thing together in 5 days. 90 some odd doctors showed up. 90 How do you get 90 doctors in anywhere, right? They show up and they do this whole presentation. And it reminded me, because half the people, and I don't want to blow our horn, because you know I can't stand that. Half the people in that place have been on this show.
Really?
Half of those, I sat with doctors. Remember the guy from Haiti that got shot? And his wife? They were both on the show. I sat with them and David DePino and Peter. And they kept walking up talking about how their face now is known. They're known that they should do more because they are their own brand. And if
So
you want to
funny.
sell that.
Today I was just at a fashion show, and a woman came over to me and she says, "Oh, I recognize you." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, how?" She says, "Oh, Facebook." And I'm like, wow, like nothing is private anymore. Everyone is out there.
But you're a public figure now.
Right, so you might as well use it for good. Isn't that what it's all
Yes,
about?
it's about embracing it for good.
My heart doctor, after 3 years, finally recognized me because of that hat. She says, "I'm sorry, you're the guy on Facebook. This isn't you." I said, "Doc, it's me." And she says, "Oh, Freddie, are you kidding me or what?"
But I'm excited that we have our Wednesdays. We have Fem City back in the house. It's been a little bit of time.
It's been a couple of
We've got
weeks.
Patty Goldenberg with us of Fem City, Boca del Rey. And we've got our author, speaker, life coach, Ann Dector of Actually Speaking with Ann to talk about the energy of the week. And it seems like the energy of the week stays similar.
Yeah, we're kind of in a similar time frame. We're really, when you think about it, last week we talked about challenges, but this week we're really talking about in terms of the application, that challenges are an essential, integral part of your growth, and you have to know how to work with them. And more than that, I mean, maybe the reality, and it's hard to accept, that age-old, disgusting, iconic statement, whatever can go wrong, will go wrong, and challenges, and no one wants to hear that, right? We want it kind of easy, kind of no stress, but that's not reality. And the energy of, right? I hear it, yeah. I
Did
hear
we
it.
just talk about this
Life
this
is
morning?
a series of changes. That's it.
Well, I wanted to throw a question that came on Facebook from last Wednesday, and I didn't get to bring it up about challenges. Apparently, season is here, but it's coming in spurts. It's a little bit strange this year.
What is here?
Season. The snowbird's coming down.
Oh, got you.
And they're coming down, and it's sporadic. And a lot of people have told me that season hasn't really fully bloomed. Now, I thought it had because of all the traffic, but I must be out of my mind because I wanted to cancel this party that everybody's talking about. And I'm looking around saying, really? That's like an everyday occurrence here. But I wanted to ask you, when these changes occurred in business, do you make an adjustment? Do you say, okay, if it's slow, let me do something to promote bigger so that when it does happen, I'm ready and we keep going? Or do you sit in a corner and just wait and says, okay, things aren't going as well, and you retreat, and all of a sudden everything changes because you're changing your mindset?
It's so interesting, Freddie. First, you have to be really aware. The truth is that I think of it this way, but maybe it's not the most palatable way to think of things, but it's a war. And you have to prepare to go to war. So when you're looking at your life and you're looking at the things that work, you go, great, thank God this is working, right? And you honor and you appreciate, because whatever you don't really feel gratitude towards, whatever you don't appreciate, you lose. So you appreciate and you have gratitude for everything you have. Second, when a challenge is coming, which they're always coming, you gird up like you're going to war. You have to strategize. That's the number one thing. So like you say about businesses, if they're not getting ready, if they're not putting in contingencies for slow season, fast season, I love what you just said, for example, and what happened this morning is a prime example. So I was at Saks this morning for a fashion show, and what a great way to bring business in. What a great way to diversify. What a great way to think out of the box. Now, this is the thing. In today's day and age, we're not trained to think out of the box. We're trained to be followers, not leaders. We're not trained to be trailblazers. We're not trained to go to war. We're trained to be passive and follow. I know I'm making some blanket statements, so just, for shock value, just work with me. So that's what we need to do. When a challenge comes, like you said, are we going to stay there and just roll up into a ball and cry victim, woe's me? Or are we going to put some contingency plans in? But that means you've got to slow down enough to take a personal inventory.
It was funny because I was reading what you sent yesterday, and I'm looking at it going, gosh, I don't want to talk about challenges again. I feel like it's always challenges, and no, I don't want challenges. I want to be at peace. And this is what my initial feeling was. I want to be at peace. And things, right? I feel like we go, and then there's another speed bump. And this is
But
great.
that's life.
And we go, and there's another speed bump. Sometimes I just wish there weren't so many speed bumps. Like we could actually continue to roll and go more than 24, 48 hours. And then you come and we have this whole conversation this morning.
Am I a downer? Is that what you're trying to say to me?
No, you validated a whole conversation that Freddie and I had this morning, because life is full of challenges. And for me to want to sit in peace means I'm going to roll up in a ball and play victim. Or I fight. Now, the fighting and the war, I always tell you, you go to war, I don't go to war.
But you do go to war, you just don't realize it.
That's exactly it.
And if you don't...
So
you
what's
wrong with that word?
conversation.
What's wrong with that word and that consciousness of going to war? Why can't
There is nothing wrong.
But why can't we say it?
Because of fear.
Fear what?
Fear of failure. People play not to lose instead of playing to win.
But it's more than just business. Just look at life.
But wait a minute, let's stay on business for a second. We'll get to life next.
Oh, good.
Let's stay on business because Fem City is in the house. Now, how many businesses are under your umbrella?
I mean, at least
200, right?
At least, I think it's more closer to 300, right? So you have a big umbrella of people who have different emotional feelings. I'm not saying success or not success. I'm talking about emotional feelings towards their business.
Of course.
They join your affiliation because there's more unity and strength in numbers.
Oh, yes.
But the question is this. I mean, I got a beautiful house here with Dawn. Am I happy? I'm happy. Is it enough? It's never enough. Freddie never finds it to be enough. Because when there's enough, I want just a little more because it keeps me going.
Well, and there's a difference between not being happy with what you have and having the gratitude for what you have and still knowing there are more and better things and working towards those or striving towards those,
Right.
and just saying, okay, now the next thing, or just, okay, that's not good enough. Now I need more.
But do you make adjustments to, is it okay to go to war? Is it okay to say, I got everything I wanted, man, gratitude, the whole nine. But is it okay to say, now I'm going to make an adjustment because I wanted to tweak it to make it better?
Okay, so here's the adjustment. Here's the adjustment I want to talk about. And this has been burning on my mind, and I love this adjustment. Tell me if you can do it, and tell me if I'm explaining this in the right way. So there is a learning this week that is so cool. It talks about how when you have a challenging situation, you send your guardian angels ahead of you to smooth the way.
I like that.
So you sit down, you get quiet, here's the piece. Can you quiet yourself enough to have a conversation with yourself and say, this is a situation. I might not know how to actually physically manifest. I might not know the next direction to take, but there's one thing I can do. And this is something each and every one of us can do. Is, God forbid, there's an illness. So this is an example. You're going to a doctor, right, for a diagnosis. Again, God forbid. You sit down and you say, listen, you send your guardian angels, go ahead of me. Talk to the doctors, guardian angels, talk to the nurses, talk to the techs, talk to everybody involved in what's going to happen to make sure that how I'm being treated is with the utmost dignity, to make sure that whatever information I need to hear, that I will be able to receive it in the right way. And what you do is you pave the way so that the challenge is mitigated. Now, this is something all of us can do, but really, do we really think that way?
Who thinks that way?
Who thinks that way, right? Only me. I don't know. Crazy me. But I also, I always talk about my husband, who's a doctor. He does the same thing. Before he goes on shift, he sends his guardian angels ahead and he says, listen, I'm just the messenger. Go ahead. All the people I need to see, all of the patients I need to talk to, all of the labs, all of the diagnostics, you go pave the way before me. So when I get there, I'm just free to channel, to heal. Now, it works. That's all I can say. It works.
But what do you do to somebody who doesn't understand the words guardian angel? What do you do with somebody who doesn't understand? All they understand is they have a business, and we'll get to the family in a second, because it bleeds into one another. How to make it work. Some people are working 5 jobs just to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, guardian what? The only guardian I see is the guardian of work.
Right.
It's about the slowing down and taking inventory. You used the analogy about going over the speed bumps. You know what? There are always speed bumps. But if you think about it, if you slow down and drive carefully over those speed bumps, it's not so jolting. You make it over. You don't drag the bottom of the car. You make it through. And it's kind of the same way. I mean, someone who's not really able to think guardian angel, if you just sit and get quiet and the ideas are there, you just have to be quiet so you can hear what's in your head or hear the answer of the person you need to go to who can help you. I mean, we don't do everything ourselves. We are not experts at everything. That's why we have organizations like FemCity that we can connect with people, or the Brooklyn Cafe where you can see other resources available and knowing, okay, who's the right person to go to.
You have choices.
Freddie, not everybody, I get it. Not everybody is going to, should I said actually, Freddie? Not everybody is going to think that way. Not everybody is going to understand that they have a higher power that is part of their life. I get that. So the message is generic. It's there for anybody. If you're a believer, great. If you're not a believer, great.
Or just try it.
Try it. But I love what you said before about being responsible. I can't be responsible for those who are not connected to the higher power or don't want anything to know about it. I could just be a role model and live that way.
Accountability. Now, I want to talk about the family personal side that you want to bring up, because in my belief, if your house is a mess, the rest of your life is going to be a mess. If you can't control and be accountable and slow it down, do you know the most successful athletes slow it down? They slow the game down. They slow the thinking down. When they're playing on the field in front of stadiums of hundreds of thousands of people on TV, they slow it all down.
I was watching on Sunday that one of the football players, he sits and he does puzzles to slow it down.
That's right.
To stop and think and pay attention to detail. He couldn't meditate, it didn't work. All these modalities, nothing was working.
Right.
Yoga, meditation, but he found solace and peace in a crossword puzzle that he was able to sit and tune everything else out and do.
Bernie Williams, the center fielder from the Yankees, I took him to my son Freddie to his school. And he told Freddie, when you can see the spin of the baseball turning in the direction that it's turning, you have slowed the game down enough to become a 300 hitter, and that's a Hall of Fame.
So it's really strategizing. That's what we're talking about.
But it's also accepting. You have to accept the knowledge that you can. Everybody can. Everybody can. If you can slow the game down, you can make your life different.
Or, well, the other thing is you can't control everything, right? There are things that come to you, right? The bigger your net is of people, the more challenges there are that you're going to witness and see. If you are your island and you stay home every day, you're not going to see as much.
Oh my God, I can't believe she just said that.
Right? As if you have your own, but you can control you or you can't control you. But when your net is as reach, like our net is and everyone here is, you see this one's diagnosed with this one's child had this one's parents are this. Suddenly now you're like, or you will look at Facebook and everyone's life is either picture perfect or going in a handbasket somewhere.
But what do you think is going to happen when you show...
But then you start taking it all in.
But when you start showing... But you're not supposed to do that. Taking it all in is cheating on slowing it down. When you have this inner peace and everybody begins to sense it, you're going to get a lot of company because they can't see it.
Well, tell me what you were going to say when you said you can't believe I said that.
I can't believe you said that because this has been the topic of conversation this week. Challenges. So what is one of the biggest challenges I'm kind of dealing with right now is, I don't know, I'm going to say this on like national whatever. I don't like to network. I don't like to go out there and meet people. And not that I don't like people, I'm just not comfortable. And I said, you know what?
You don't like people?
I don't like
That's
networking.
all I heard. You don't like people.
I didn't say I don't
I don't
like
want to hear the excuse. What do you mean you don't like people? You are a people person. You are a public domain. You are people.
Yes, but to go out and meet and talk and put myself out there, that's always been
But
a
that's what
challenge
you
for
do.
me. But it's a challenge I'm fighting. And every time, the point I'm trying to make is that every time I go out there, something amazing happens. So I forced myself to go to an event Saturday night. So what happens? This gentleman comes over to me and he says, oh my God, I've been forgetting to call you. I want you to come speak at my school. I went, oh my God. Cha-ching, proof that putting yourself out there, getting out of your comfort zone.
You're hilarious.
It works.
You are the funniest person I've ever met.
But you do. I went to an event last week and I just thought, I'm going to go in. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to do the whole quiet venue, and that worked for about a half hour. And I went, I can't do this quiet thing anymore. I went over, I saw one person, I started talking to her, who talked to somebody else, who I called someone else. They want radio time, because I couldn't do what wasn't innately in my heart. Even though when I was tired, I thought this was not my event, not my venue, I just couldn't sit quietly. It just wasn't my thing.
And this is a small aspect of what you do, because the business aspect of what you do, you got to put it out there. You know, Fem City is very successful because women feel safe. I'm going to use your word. The safeness of being able to share ideas among their peers and not be judged, because as Diana said,
tremendous.
as Diana said the other day, and she's a shrink, she's a doctor, and she says, I don't want to be judged. Right. I should have told her right now, I don't care what you feel. We would have been even.
Well, it's funny because we talked about, can sisterhood really exist? Can women really support each other? You should have been here. Or
I was thinking about
is it full judgment? And she laughed. She goes, I don't know if sisterhood really exists. We strive for it to exist, but does it really? But in Fem City, it really does.
It really does. I mean, you know, I'm certainly not going to say there is not anyone in the organization who has not judged another person. That's unrealistic. But it's a supportive environment, and everybody who goes there to our events feels that right away, I think. You know, or it's just not the right fit for them, and that's okay.
But do you think that people come forward because they see you slow it down? I mean, your whole mannerism has always been the same. It's been consistent. And the hardest thing in this business is to be consistent. I don't care if you're consistently bad or you're consistently good, but you got to be consistent.
You got to show up always, right?
You got to deliver. And when things break, you know, we had this meeting today.
Something always breaks.
Well, something always breaks. When you are live streaming the way we are now, this is not NBC. That's why they don't do this, because they want a controlled environment. We don't do controlled environment. If that camera falls on his face or if your microphone falls, it's all part of streaming. That's the definition of what streaming is about.
Did you see the awards that are coming out that were just nominated? Not one for the regular networks.
Not one.
Not
really?
one
Nobody's
award
watching them.
nomination for any of the regular networks. It all went to streaming
But you know, let me tell you,
and cable.
Do you know why?
because nobody's watching it.
Well, nobody's watching it. Why? Because it's all orchestrated. People want authenticity now. They want real. They want, what do you call that? Reality. This is like a reality show.
You know why? I'm going to tell you the real why.
Why?
It costs $1 million to put a 30-second spot on TV. And in television, it takes $100,000. We went down to a company, $100,000 to put together 4 shows. Streaming, it takes a fraction of that cost, the same quality, the same delivery. I have put shows on cable TV. We're playing on cable now for a fraction of the cost. The difference is we could do Saturday Night Live where it's live, or we could do it taped. And they don't like that because they can't charge $1 million a commercial. It's a business decision, and they're losing the war. They're losing the fight. The game is changing.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the adjustment.
That's the adjustment. So, you know, interesting, because we've been speaking a lot about judgment. So,
Big word.
judgment, believe it or not, don't cut my head off. Don't bite me. Judgment is a huge part of life, and we have to exercise judgment. If you don't like that word, how about discernment?
No, I like judgment better.
You like judgment better?
Yeah. I don't know what discernment means.
Different uses of that word,
Judgment?
as well. I mean, we have judgment in how we make decisions, which I think is good with the discernment, and then we have the judgment that I think you're referring to more, where we're transferring our opinions on another person.
Well, I want to ask you a question. Sometimes I'll tell somebody, because we do production, square your shoulders, meaning don't slouch up, square your shoulders. And I don't do what
It hurts.
He doesn't practice.
I don't practice what I preach.
Yeah, I
But-
see that. I've been trying to copy you.
No, because I'm trying to see the whole table. So the bottom line is, they'll come. There's a book that was written apparently to protect yourself, and they go, "Oh, I love it when you give me criticism. It makes me better." So I guess the message they're sending to me is, you're criticizing me, but you're not affecting me. I'm all good. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking.
Constructive criticism.
Yes.
Constructive. So we call that judgment with mercy. Make
But I
sense?
wasn't judging them. I'm trying to square them up in the camera. Now Teddy and Fernando
Ortiz.
DJ Ortiz, they're doing the board here. And when you see something on a board, it's in a box. And if I were to put a highlighter in there, it would close that box even more, which means that this is out of shot. And this is out of shot.
You need
So
somebody to tell you that.
so you need somebody to say you got to square up, meaning you got to square up on the mic.
That's why you need a coach in life.
Exactly. Square up on life.
Square up on life.
You gotta square up on life.
need people in your life. You need coaches. You need authentic people who are going to have your back and tell you the way it is.
But my question is, how do you handle judgment in whatever sense if insecurity is a bigger factor in your life than life?
Sometimes that is people's life, is their insecurity.
That's what I mean.
Can I go or do you want to go?
Let's go to commercial break. When
Think
we come
about it
back,
when you
let's
come
talk
back.
about
What's
that.
the phone number here?
888-994-4995.
I dare you to call. I don't even know if the damn thing works because you don't call.
Save the date. Next Friday, 11 to do, is our
11 to
holiday
what?
happenings headshot.
11
Save
to
the
what?
date.
11 to
Can
what?
I tell them
11 to
how they
2.
can get in touch with me before we go?
Yeah.
How can they get
Okay.
in touch with you?
All
1-800
right.
date me.
What?
1-800 date me.
No.
Oh my God, Freddie! I'm a married.
She's a married woman.
I'm all confused. What's the new email?
Look, I got that. See that?
I'm
Adjustments.
flustered.
You see adjustments. I got look at she's turning red.
2020@gmail.com.
Right.
How is it?
Am I blushing?
Yes.
Oh my God.
2020
Gotta love it.
gmail.com. You can contact Ann and stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Does your business Moby Pop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Dr. Lee of Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic with the PhD in neuroscience. Her practice in acupuncture helps hormone balancing, total relaxation, diabetes, and inflammation. For additional questions or to schedule a free consultation, call Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic at 617-817-1910. Acupuncture and Chinese herbs are very effective in treating many ailments and diseases and have been used for thousands of years in China. Call today for your free consultation at 617-817-1910.
Boy, this guy's pretty good.
He's pretty
Look
good.
at this guy. Ring your bell.
That's what happens when people answer your ads. We got Ann singing and...
And singing and dating and everything else. Gotta love it, baby.
You know, so the holiday parade is tonight in Boca Raton.
Is it?
It is
Are you
tonight.
going? Or you can't?
I can.
You gonna go? When are you gonna go? You get out of here.
I think I'm going to quiet my
Don't
mind.
you listen? Didn't you
Here's
listen
what I
to
really think I'm going
anything?
to do. I think I'm really going to sit and try and quiet my mind because challenges happen. Then how do we deal
You
with
haven't
them?
heard one word of this whole conversation. For 2 hours, we've been talking about this.
No, since 9 o'clock this morning, we've been talking about this.
3 hours, 4 hours. You have to quiet it down.
Yes.
Can you accept that you got to go to work, girl?
That's the hard thing.
That's the hard thing.
No,
When
she
you
doesn't
can
like
accept that, I proclaim that that's when the peace comes.
Probably right.
When you just accept it.
So here's the conversation we had this morning was, is it selfish to go to war for self-perseverance when it doesn't always work with everyone else's agenda? Or is it okay to go to war for self-perseverance and do what you have to do to keep the boat afloat?
You always have to have self-perseverance or self-preservation in mind.
But when you think about your
What do
higher
you guys-
passion and why God has put you here and all of your calling, is it selfish to be you, or do you always overextend? This is the inner conflict that we talk about.
Can you give me an example?
What the hell is she talking about?
Exactly. I need an example.
Yeah, me
So
too.
here's my
Make it
example.
concrete for me.
Here's my example. You know, when I get stressed, when people get stressed, they get sick. But a lot of stress is I got to take care of my parents. I got to take care of my children. You're in the sandwich generation. So you're giving at your expense. Or is it okay to take that quiet time and step back and say, you know what? You guys are adults. You got to fend. I got to live too.
What is one of the first things they tell you when you're flying and they're going through all of the instructions, the safety instructions? You have to put your oxygen mask on first. You can't help anybody else if you are down for the count.
That's
so
right.
if you get sick and are in bed and can't move or you're contagious, you can't help all those other people that you love. So you do have to take care of yourself. Now, you can always remember, all right, so, my child needs this, or my parents need this, or I need to do this. You can always reframe that as, I love these people and I want to do this for these people in my life. And to a certain extent, some of that, it can take the stress and negativity off some of those things, but sometimes you just have to say, okay, I've done this, I can't do the next thing. I have to just take some time.
First of all, that analogy about being on a plane. If this plane is going down, and you think the first thing I'm gonna do is put that little yellow cup on my face, you're out of your mind. I'm gonna be running up and down, banging on that door and telling the pilot, let me help you pull this plane back up, because forget about sitting there. I'm not a sitting there type of person. I'm just not.
That's why going to war is great for you.
Me,
Eddie loves to
I
go
love
war.
going to war.
Every day he says, I'm going to war.
But if you don't have your oxygen mask on, you're not going to make it all the way up to the
I'm
cockpit
gonna
because you're
hold my breath, honey. I'm gonna tell you something. See, the problem here is, you know it's coming. If you're gonna sit here and you know that there are all sorts of things running around you, I mean, Dawn, especially in your life, in the last 4 years that I've known you, we went from that camera that's in the other room and a little laptop to this. If you don't know it's coming, then you know what? Let me ring your bell and wake you up. You got to become accountable and responsible. It's coming. It's going to happen.
So can I share some rules of
Yes,
rules of the
as a
game?
coach, share.
So this is what I would suggest. Everything Patty said, dead on. Freddie, dead on. So how do we put it all together in a way that is manageable and bring it down to the earth? Okay, first of all, everything we do, we need to lead with a few thoughts. Number one, everything has to be in balance. So how do you create balance? Not easy.
I can't believe you're saying this.
Why?
Because I just had this argument with somebody 2 days ago about the word balance.
Balance. So how do you create balance? It's very simple to say, so hard to do. To
Hard,
live
right?
in the consciousness of, I take so I can share. I take so I can share. So I take money, I take free time, I take a massage, I eat healthy. So I am rejuvenated and I can go back out there and live my life's purpose. So I take so I can share. Now, how do you know how much to take? Take too much, give too much. So taking too much is no good, because then you end up being like a really selfish bad person. And no one likes to hang around with selfish bad people, right? If you give too much, then you're I'm going to ask if I can say this word on the radio.
You going to whisper to me? No.
No, okay. So
no, then they really want to date you, so no.
Okay. So then if you give too much, then you are
like a mark.
Depleted. Okay. And people don't really think.
Even I'm
Freddie, I
embarrassed.
think Freddie is blushing. Look at that.
Did she say what I think she said?
Freddie would say.
Like a meow? Meow.
Okay, now I'm
If
really
you this, what she means is, if you do that, you're meow.
You're a wimp.
You know meow. You know meow. You know meow, right?
You're a wimp.
You're just like, and people will take advantage of you, and they won't
In New York,
respect you.
in New York, it's called a mark. You say if you do this, you become a mark. If you become a mark, you're a meow.
Okay, so what's the balance in between? So it's very this, we got to keep life simple. That KISS principle, right? Keep it simple, stupid. So you lead with 2 rules of thought. 1, are my thoughts, feelings, and actions going to lead to a loving, caring, and sharing path? Or are my thoughts, feelings, and actions going to lead to pain, chaos, suffering, depression? And if you can answer yes or no to those 2 simple questions, walk the path that leads to light, obviously.
But you know what the problem is?
What's the problem actually,
It's
Freddie?
It's easy to take care of everybody else and their opinion of dark and light, the yin and the yang, which is what you're describing, except for oneself. You ever notice that oneself always puts themselves at the bottom of the cup?
Not everybody.
For
Not
those,
everybody.
For
That
those,
is the common thing.
it is. For those that don't, then whatever. They're warriors anyway. Good luck with where you're going. And there are people that aren't, and all they do is take. And did I say they take more? They do.
But before I go into a situation, I will send my guardian angels. I will ask for my angels and ask for guidance and everything. Thank you, Glenn. Before I go into a situation.
But they have given you the answer that you seek.
Yes.
The problem here is that
And patience, Dawn, patience.
Always, which is how
You
we
have to
ended up
slow
here.
down.
But
You
it's more than me. This is for the audience as a whole, because we're going into the holiday. We're in the holiday season,
which is the most depressing time of the year.
So this is not the Dawn Show. This is about what everyone is feeling, and there is the sandwich generation. We talk about.
I like
we've got
sandwiches. Yeah.
Parents and children and holidays and work and blended families, and there is always that one person, father or mother, whoever it is, that is always the extender, that is bringing people
Yes.
together, that is having the parties, that's doing most of the shopping, that's wrapping the gifts, that's doing it all. And it's great for everyone who walks in. You know, the Publix commercials, they're fabulous. Hallmark make me cry every time. But to get to that point in your house, sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I've got 30 people coming
But
for
why
dinner.
do you go when you do it all the time?
Because
number one, number two, number three.
Can I say
so
another?
we're back to the balance.
There's another B word. Are you ready?
Boundaries?
Boundaries.
I hate that word.
And that comes with judgment, discernment. Judging and discerning a situation and knowing thine own self, being true to yourself, and how much can I handle, how much can I handle, and living according to that and not caring whether this one or that one is not in alignment with you.
So it's
Well,
okay to set boundaries.
I'm gonna share something with you that has happened very recently. This gentleman sitting here, okay, that would be you. This guy sitting here, he is of a Latino background like I am. And one of the few things about Latino people, men and women, is that we love to party because we know hardship the way we feel it. So we don't do that, right? This guy is walking music. This guy, you can see when he talks, he lights up. DJ, I don't even know what the hell to call him. The DJ, which one?
Ortiz, for show. For two.
DJ Ortiz. when he speaks and he interviews, he lights up because in our deal is every day is a walking party, right? So I know what it takes if I ever had enough time to do half the things I want to do without getting everything else in the way out of the way. It's gonna come. So when you wake up in the morning, first you got the 2 gifts, right? God gave you 2 gifts. You already blessed. Yes. The bottom line here is that no matter what comes, it doesn't matter what comes. Honey, I'm going to tell you, when I woke up and my mother died on a Sunday morning, there ain't no bigger gift to say, I knew her when, I'm going to go bury her, and saying I got to put an end to this. Now, everybody around me was in hysteria. There ain't, dirt is dirt, and you don't get lower than that. So no matter what happens around you, it stays the same. You have to be balanced.
So this is how we talk. People's reactions to things. It goes back to what Diana said.
That's right.
It's not what the person says, it's what it triggers in you.
That's right.
That is the reaction. So she says, a little differently, I don't care how you feel.
I just laugh at her. I laugh at her delivery, but her delivery made an impact. Everybody is calling her to interview. She delivered. She delivered something.
That you're still talking about.
And I'm still talking. But I was floored. Come on. I looked at him. He looked at me. We're the only 2 guys in the room.
I don't care how you feel. I don't care what you're feeling.
A guy usually says that.
Really?
Come on. Think about it. Guys, when they fight with women, it says, I don't care how you feel. You don't listen to what I'm telling. I don't care. She threw it right back at me.
But again, we're back to setting boundaries. And 'tis the season for joyous occasions and family outings.
And it'll be much more joyous if you can set healthy boundaries.
But how do you set a boundary when it's so close? When you got family, listen, family's family. Hey, what do you do? You say,
can you say no, Patty?
It's very difficult. It is.
It's hard, man.
Oh, I love to say no.
And here's the interesting thing. Patty is,
Don't say that.
I call it a Jew by
do.
choice. So
Yes.
Patty converted.
Yes.
So you've got
We
the best of both
celebrate
worlds.
Everything.
But besides the holiday and the traditions and the religion, there's your culture that you were brought up in before you married your husband.
Yes.
And it's different guilds, different holidays, different boundaries, different everything, or no?
I mean, a little bit, but they're all together, just I guess different dates on the calendar, really. But I will go to Thanksgiving, which is our uniquely American holiday for all of us. This Thanksgiving, I was blessed enough to have all 3 of my sons home, and my husband was home from traveling, and it was just the 5 of us. We have always lived away from our extended families, so it's been the 5 of us until the last 3 or 4 years. We've been lucky enough to have my husband's family come, and this year it was just the 5 of us. And I actually expected at least one boy not to be able to come in because they're all grown up in different states now. But everybody was home. I was so happy to have them home. Thanksgiving Day, I was up probably 17 hours. 14 and a half of those, I was standing in the kitchen working. And I went to bed that night. I was so exhausted. I can't even think of when I'd been that exhausted. I was happy. I couldn't think of anything that I would have taken out of that day, but I was spent. And so how do you change that? You really don't change it. You just have to reframe it.
Call the caterer.
No, it wouldn't.
The reframe.
You call the caterer.
It's not the same.
So that's I guess maybe my
No, Ann
upbringing,
cooks like
but-
that.
Yeah, I cook like that every week.
But how come
all
you didn't
time.
include your sons to help you cook?
One helped a little bit
Okay.
with a couple of things, but that's just not really what they do and
Okay.
what they like
Well,
to do.
I'm gonna
And
show-
I
So-
got to listen. I had the joy of listening to the conversations going on as they were sitting kind of in front of me on the couch watching the TV and all the games. And we do play. We play a Thanksgiving bingo with where we make up the sheets with different things, and so you have the camaraderie and things. I don't get to play because I'm in the kitchen working, but I get to listen to the sounds and take that all in. So that was
I
still
love
good.
what Patty said about reframing. So the reality is, and even in balance, it doesn't always look like a monotone experience. Balance can sometimes be that there's a challenge is coming, like a wave is coming, you're taking it on, and it requires more effort, more intention, and it's like climbing a steep staircase. You're climbing, you achieve your goal, and then you coast. It's in the coasting until the next challenge comes. How do you treat yourself there?
True.
In that moment. Because life is going to be full of stressors. It's never going to look, and if I gave the impression that it's going to be about monotone vanilla, That's not what it looks like. Life typically looks like a series of staircases, and sometimes the staircase is really steep, and sometimes the landing is a short rest. Sometimes it's a longer rest.
Sometimes you have a little hill to roll down.
But the bottom line is we're all going through something at some point in time. And to know that you're not alone, whether you reach out to Fem City and you've got your sisterhood and parties and people in that network, or you call a coach, you call Ann, and Ann is there for you unconditionally, whether it be for business, not only for business growth. I know you're in the corporate space, but people who are going through challenges, who just need some guidance on this coasting and this balance.
It's
Can you help them?
You know what? It's about really, yes, and do you really have a desire to be the best you want to be? Because that's what leads your transformation.
That's the biggest fear.
Go from good to better.
That's what leads everything. If a business wants to, usually a business has more of an incentive because they want to increase their bottom line, right? They want to make money. So they're willing to put the money into the training that I do. Working my signature thing is working with challenges, which is really interesting because this whole month is about challenges. But it's like how to make friends with them and how to use them as opportunities to grow, because that's what they really are. And that's like what we say: can you accept going to war? This is it. This is the reality. You either use the challenge or you get consumed by the challenge.
Well, everybody has a common denominator. If you live in this life, you got to pay electricity, you got to have food, you got to go to work.
We just got our first electric bill too.
I know, which is.
But you know what? It was this. It's such a simple analogy. We moved to this bigger space, right? So with bigger space and bigger intention comes potentially bigger expenses. And this was one of the bills that I thought everything else was fit. Power, electric, but the electric was one, cable, was what it is. And it came today, and it was pretty much what they predicted.
That isn't going to be the same next month.
But I was pleasantly surprised.
Yes, but it's been cold. I chase around here during these light time, I turn them off.
But these mountains that we create in our head is what I'm saying, of, oh my gosh, this bill is going to be this. And we work it up in our anxiety, at least for me, my anxiety was, what potentially could it be? And then it's not. I think, gosh, all that wasted energy for what reason
God.
is my point on this.
99% of the stuff we worry about doesn't even materialize, right? Mm-hmm. Never.
So you know that button you gave Gio when he was a little boy?
You got to rub it.
That anxiety button of calming yourself down. If you need something physical. Do you know these hearts? Chris was on yesterday from Hemp Boca Show, and we've been giving out new ones this year in our new studio, so let me pass the new ones out. Jean said hers was home, and Chris says, let me show you. And he pulls it out of his pocket. He said, I never leave home without this in my pocket. My dad is the same way. He said, and I have left home without it. He said, I have turned around. It's like forgetting my wallet. He says, I go home and I get it. He's worn off what it says, and it says trust. But to him, he said, in business growth, you got sparkle. And?
I love this because it says fun.
And
where is the fun? So that's what you said. Where is the fun in accepting the reality of going to war?
But people are using these as that button, and they're holding it in their pocket, and something to rub, something to hold on. And this is the message I'm getting over and over from people on these. So what I want to do is maybe turn these, the pops on your phone? Is I want to get something to stick it on and make this the pop on the cafe somehow.
Okay.
You think my ideas are crazy, but look where we sit in this beautiful space.
It's just funny.
But it's something to keep, right? The anxiety we build up in our heads, 99% is not what it's going to be. It's usually a whole lot better because I send our guardian angels out in front of me. But true story.
But I know you did that without even realizing what you were doing. You were putting your trust in source.
Always.
Without even realizing what you were doing, and this is what happens.
But isn't the test of what you really feel and believe when it comes upon you? You have to answer the bell. You ever have to make a decision in business? You don't know what to do. Good, bad, or indifferent. You tighten your belt. You hold your breath, and you go. When the situation, because it's coming. And if you don't know it's coming, I'm telling you, give me your good ear. Let me tell you in your good ear, it's coming. You're going to have to make some tough decisions.
We have a great example right in our Fem City organization. I was talking with a member recently, and she works in the design industry, and she's been growing her business significantly over the years, and she just got a huge client, the biggest client she has ever had. It's way more than anything she's dealt with. It's also a corporate group where usually she's working more with individual businesses, and She's like, it is a whole different ball game. I really, it's wonderful, but I really need to sit down and think about, is this where I want my business to go?
Well, if she doesn't, tell her Freddie will take. Of course, that's where you want your business to go.
Because we all want success, but success is different things for different people and different times. And so that's great that she, achieved this and had this success with this client. But if she wants to keep moving forward, wonderful, and hopefully that all continues. But if not, sometimes it's okay to say, I want to take this direction instead of continuing.
What'd you tell her?
What do you say? Be careful what you wish for, right?
What did you? But what'd you tell her?
Oh, it's not my choice to tell her.
Yeah, but what was it you confided in her? You must have said something.
No, I just said, you think about, where you want to be. And I know she'll do what's right for her.
It's really funny because my partner here says we're going to do Pam Polani's Rainbow, which was a 1,200 person event.
This is our third year covering it.
And it's our third year, but the first year she did it, we had to run 200-foot cables. Now, I have never done a production this way. It was mounted up high, and we had to work with boards and everything else. I didn't even know how to do this. And she says,
you'll figure it out.
She says to me, you want to do it, right? And I went, no. And she says, well, we're doing it. I says, oh. So I sat all night. I didn't sleep for 2 weeks, wondering how this thing went. The first one we did, I was scared to death, we pulled it off. Last year, Teddy did it.
Teddy's doing it this year, too.
And I'm going to tell you something. I had to put Teddy in a bubble wrap because I got to make sure that she comes home. I may have a limo pick her up because I got to make sure she's there because my adjustment is to know that this thing is above me. I know it already.
So
I know my lane.
You're living the universal truths. You're going out of your comfort zone, and I'm going to tie it all into everything we've been talking about this month. You want miracles? The miracle is when you overcome your fear. You create something awesome. You create something new, something empowering because it's being led by the intention of, I'm doing this because I want to create something good. I'm doing this because this is for the betterment of humanity. That's what it's all about. You're all of you, it's so cool, you're all operating within the universal truth without even knowing it. All I get to do is put it into a system. But
the system is important for people.
Well, yes, because once people see that there's a system, we happen to be, as human beings, we love systems. When we know that we don't have to reinvent the wheel, that there's a system, there's a way that the universe works, and when we kind of go in alignment with it, everything works.
You go to a card game, right, and everybody's sitting there, you're going to play poker, whatever, you need cards, right? Well, you bring the deck. The difference here is that you're bringing the deck. You're giving people choices. You're giving people, look, you go this way, you're going that way, here's balance.
Oh, I love it when people say to me, I don't believe in the universal system. I go, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just sharing the wisdom with you.
I don't even say that. I tell them, okay. It's okay not to believe. My grandfather, may he rest in peace, was an atheist until the last minute that he died in my arms. And he says, tell the priest, I'm sorry. Tell God I'm sorry because I see him now. It's really funny. You wait long enough in this game and it all comes to you.
But there's something else. I love what you just said about the praying because that's another one of the tools we can use in our life. Is that, what's the expression? There are no atheists in the foxholes?
That's true.
So when we have a challenge, people turn to prayer. It's the funniest thing. They turn to source. They turn to the universe. They have no connection, but somehow they know that when something really challenging is going on, all of a sudden they're going to start praying. Help me. I don't know what to do.
It's
Help
God's
me.
fault.
Help me.
It's God's fault. He don't hear me. Boy, you ain't been talking for a long time, but he don't hear me. I love that.
You have that accent, by the way?
He does.
His English is very sexy, like
My
Freddie's,
English
yes.
is very sexy.
Patty, what's going on in Fem City this month? You had your holiday event last week.
We had our holiday social last week. It was a lot of fun, hosted by Modern Boca Mom, Michelle Olsen-Rogers. Great turnout. And we just opened registration for our January 24th Connection Luncheon, our first event of 2020. I can't believe I'm saying that already.
I know.
But we're very excited. We have Lynn Minor-Rosen, who will be speaking, talking about some misconceptions with people with disabilities and how to simple ways you can align your business to help accommodate your clients and customers and employees with disabilities. And we're going to be at Harvest Seasonal Grill, so we're really excited about that. And registration just opened yesterday.
So yes, Freddie, there's tickets still available.
There are tickets still available.
How many?
Freddie. I think
3.
probably 40 now. Because
really?
We have it opened
That's a
yesterday, and
first.
we already have like 5 people signed up. So
It opened yesterday, that's why. Usually she comes and she says, and we're sold out. It's a great event, and we're sold out.
How do people find FemCity?
And so you can find us femcity.com or on Facebook. We're at FemCity Boca del Rey. And also we'll need to get that link posted again today for membership with special discount for Dawn.
You have a newsletter that I read. Because she's on there, so I get to see the...
Yes, if you are a member of FemCity, you will get both our local event emails from Boca del Rey, and you will get the FemCity Global newsletters. And there's always some great...
I want to throw something out to you as an incentive for Friday. We're having a party Friday?
Next Friday, yes, the 20th.
If the what are you laughing at? If the don't be laughing at me. If the FemCity ladies come, we will do the headshot, and we will also do a paragraph interview. Awesome. We have our new producer in here, paragraph interview, and we'll put it on our newsletter. Maybe a special edition.
The flyer when she gets it. We'll have it.
Cafe Press.
We're gonna put it
Cafe Press.
You need a press pass in your hat.
Yes, we need media passes. We gotta create media passes. Man, I got so much to. If I only have 5 minutes to talk to you, you'll be dangerous.
And Ann, for coaching, for balance, how can people find you? Corporate space, and really, we'll incorporate all of it, from corporate America to personal to business growth.
If you want it, you can email me at goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
Let's reframe that. They want it.
They want it.
They're just, it's like me and the power bill. Just afraid to take that next step because what is that fear we need to overcome? So you need to reframe that. Everyone wants it. It's the fear of taking that next step because are they going to like what you say? Not are they going to like what you say? Is it going to trigger something in them that they're going to understand what you say and know they have to move forward? Because what that means, we got to deal with some old stuff we all have dealing with.
Clean up your house.
And we got to clean up our baggage to move forward. So they all want it. It's just we got to clean up our own baggage to get to the next step.
It's a shame.
I will be more than happy to have a 15-minute discovery session.
Perfect.
To communicate and hear and listen and feel what's going on and come up with some suggestions.
I like that. I think that's a great idea.
You got choice.
The first time you and I sat down at NN, I went, I got to hear more. So there's a lot more coming up.
Lot more coming up. We got Fuego stuff that's being generated. We got to do a voice with DJ Ortiz for that. Also for the Hispanic ladies from FemCity, we will do interviews in Spanish, in the native tongue if they want. We have a new studio up, and we have a gentleman here that's doing that, so we're going to be promoting a little bit of that as well. I hear that you're going to have some artists coming.
I'm very excited, yes. We are working on bringing some
We have to talk because I know where you're going to put them, but okay.
Studios into this space, so everything will be on the camera because we are first and foremost a production house, a production studio.
We're going to be producing art.
We're going to be producing some art while we're in the studio.
And photography.
Yep.
And some shows. And come January, I think I'm going to do a cast call. I think I want to do a movie. What do they call that? A mini movie? 15 minutes? Is that what it's called? 15-minute mini movie. Short film. I think I want to do a film. Teddy's going to be in it. We are going to go to another level of direction. I think that now you're going to have some parts and players around you. We're going to start go to camera 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to put 2 more cameras in the pipe over here. A lot of new things are coming. I think if we're going to go bigger, then let's get bigger.
We're going bigger, and we are officially affiliated with FAU in our handshake program. So we are now in AMP2 TV is an official.
Is that official?
Yes.
People are texting
sponsorship of FAU, so all of those interns, it's not under the Brooklyn Cafe TV. If you're looking for us, it is under AMP2 TV, so that is official. So a lot of new things, a lot of new growth going into 2020.
But we house a lot of shows. We have over 20 shows that we house in-house.
Including Moby Pop?
Including Moby Pop, including The Cafe, including You and Your Doctor Living Longer, including Jordana Foster, Get Ready, Set, Go and Beyond. Sarah Spirit. Listen, if I haven't mentioned you, it's not because, it's just I don't have the time.
We have a new show coming out in January with our children's network called Mini Mitzvahs, so that's coming out as well. So a lot of good things happening.
A lot of good things happening. So let's grow big and go bigger. And you know what? If you think you want to be successful, then stop thinking and do. And just come on, do, and
Take
let's
the
do
next
this.
step. Amen. Have a great day, everyone. We will see you tomorrow. Actually, we won't. We'll see you back here Friday. There is South Florida Business Networking Expo tomorrow at BB&T, so we're going to be there doing some business networking. It's from 1 to 5, so they've changed the time. A big venue, so go check that out. Also a jobs fair if people are looking. That's through the South Florida Chamber. And then we'll be here Friday. Same time, same place, and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself.